Okay, as I've already told you, there's a change in the question paper pattern. You have 30 marks for theory, 5 marks for MCQ, 5 marks for the fill in the blanks, 5 marks for match the following. Then you have 5 marks allotted for one word questions, 1 mark questions, and 2 marks questions. They will give you 5, which carries 10 marks. So 30 marks for theory. Okay, this is the model paper which is published by PU board. Okay, I will just revise the 1 mark questions. So the first one is choose a correct answer from the given choices. Non-profit organization are formed for service. Okay, the main motive is service, and they are there for the welfare of the society. So service is the answer. Nanda, Padma and Chandra are partner sharing profit and losses in the ratio 5:3:2. If Padma retires, that means the middle person, this is Nanda, Padma, Chandra. So Padma retires. So the left out is 5:2. So that will be the new profit sharing ratio. Equity shareholders are the owners of the company. Debenture holders are the creditors of the company, whereas shareholders are the owners of the company. Current assets do not include buildings. Okay, short-term investment is a current asset. Cash and cash equivalents is an investment, is a current asset. Inventories is also a current asset. So building is a non-current asset. So the correct option is building. Financial statements of the business include all of the above. That means financial statement includes balance sheet, statement of profit and loss, and cash flow statement. So the answer is all of the above. Now fill in the blanks by choosing the appropriate answer from the given bracket. In order to form partnership, there should be at least 2 persons. Old ratio minus new ratio is equal to sacrifice ratio. New ratio minus old ratio is gain ratio. Then 12% debentures issued at par. Here 12% means, I've always told you, this is nothing but the interest rate. So 12% means interest rate. Common size analysis is also known as vertical analysis. Comparative analysis is known as horizontal analysis. In common size, we balance it this way. I mean, we find the ratio using the figures, like each item by the total into 100. So that is vertical analysis. Whereas comparative, we compare 2 years this way. I mean horizontal way. So it is horizontal analysis. Then purchase of any asset by paying cash results in cash outflow, because when you purchase asset, there's an outflow of cash goes out. So the answer is cash outflow. Then match the following. Partnership deed is a written agreement. Okay, as I said, it could be oral, or it can be oral or written, but here the option is given as written agreement. So partnership deed is a written agreement. Goodwill is an intangible asset. Realization account is prepared at the time of dissolution. So the answer is dissolution of partnership firm, whereas revaluation account is prepared at the time of admission or retirement. Companies Act, the new one is 2013, the amended one is 2013. Share capital will come under shareholders fund. So match it this way. Please do not write the option, please write it in words. Okay, do not just write the numbers for MCQ and fill in the blanks and the match the following. Okay, answer the following questions in 1 word or 1 sentence. Give an example for non-profit organizations. So non-profit organizations are those which are formed for the welfare of the society. Their main motive is to serve the society. Okay, so examples would be clubs, government schools, hospitals. Now, who's an executor? Executor is a legal representative of a deceased partner. Deceased partner is a person who died. Okay, on behalf of the deceased partner, a legal representative will be appointed. He will be known as an executor. Expand DRR. DRR is debenture redemption reserve. Liquidity ratios are short term in nature. True. Why? Because liquidity is for a short term period. When you're able to pay all your debts, handle money, it becomes a thing. It is short term, so it's true. Give the meaning of cash flows. All the inflows and cash flows of the business is called cash flows. That is movement of cash in and out of the business due to some non-cash items are called cash flows. Okay, now answer the following which carries 2 marks. State any two features of receipts and payment account. Receipts and payment account are prepared in non-profit organization. It is a consolidated summary of cash book. I've told you all receipts and payment account is just like a cash book. So we maintain all the cash items there. It is a real account. Why? Because we debit all expenses and losses and credit all incomes and gains in a receipts and payment account. Then see, for 2 marks you need to answer only two. Mention two features, that's all. What is a fixed capital method? Fixed capital method is a system of maintaining capital account where capital remains fixed every year. Year after year it remains the same. And we prepare two accounts, capital account and current account. Then state any two factors which determine the goodwill of the firm. One is the location of the business, the place where it is situated, the nature of the business, the past profits of the business. You can name any two factors. Okay, I've written location and nature of business. Then give the journal entry for an asset taken over by a partner of a dissolution of a firm. So if you remember, when an asset is taken over, where did we take? We normally take it in the realization account. If an asset is sold, I told you will write by bank on the credit side. If an asset is taken over by a partner, you write that partner's name. So it will be partner's capital account debit to realization account, being asset taken over by partner. So basically they will ask one journal entry. It could be revaluation account related or dissolution realization related. Then state any two categories of share capital. You can write any two categories: authorized capital, issued capital, subscribed capital, called up capital, paid up capital. Any two you can write. When they ask types of shares, then you write preference share and equity shares. If they ask categories, then this is what you have to write. Then write any two objectives of financial statements. Financial statements are nothing but your balance sheet, profit and loss, statement of profit and loss, cash flow statement. So we basically prepare this to provide information about cash flows. Then it also helps in see, the first point is written here, to provide information about cash flows. The second point is to provide information about earning capacity of the business. You can write any two objectives which are given in the classwork. Okay. Then write any two, that is done. Next, list out any two tools of financial statement analysis. I've told you financial statement analysis, the tools are comparative statement, common size statements, trend analysis, ratio analysis, cash flow analysis. So you can write any two. I've written comparative statements and common size statements. Okay. Then mention two activities which are classified as accounting standard 3. So we basically have 3 activities under accounting standards 3: operating activities, financing activities, investing activities. This comes in cash flow statements. Okay, so when they ask 2 activities, you can name any 2 of this: operating activities, financing activities, or investing activities. Thank you.